to my channel. My name is Chinyere, and in today's video we're going to be talking about money, how to save money. It's the Christmas season, the festive season, the holiday season, and I know some people are going to be like, to hell with saving money, I'm going to chop the life of my head this season. My sister, it don't matter, as long as you worked and you try to save during the year, it's fine. But I hope that these tips will help you when you do need to save money. So before we go into my tips on how you can save money, let me show you guys how you can make a little bit of money. So Drift Casino is an online casino where you can play and win real money, like real cash. There are tons of games that you can play depending on your taste. I played some games. The first one I won a couple of cents, and the next one I was so surprised. I honestly played not believing I was going to win. Like, nobody plays games like this and believes that they will win, but I played with about $25, and you guys should just see how much I won. So go over to driftcasino.com. So the very first thing I would say is that saving is very intentional. You need to want to do it and then actually do it. It's not something that just happens. You need to be very intentional and realize that you need to save money for these exact reasons, and that's the only way you're actually able to save money. So my very first tip is to thrift. If you watch my videos, if you haven't watched my videos, go all the way back. I think I have, I think I have a playlist called hauls or something. If you go to my playlist called hauls, you will find the videos I've done where I've thrifted. But trust me, that is not all I've thrifted. I thrift a lot. I can go out today, find something, and then just buy it. Let me give you guys an example. In a lot of markets here in Nigeria, they sell thrifted clothes, they sell thrifted kitchen items, thrifted baby things, just a lot. There are just a lot. It depends on the market you go to. They sell thrifted home decor, a lot of things. I remember when I went to one market and I actually went there to thrift. You guys, I found leggings, black leggings, and the thing is that sometimes you might go to this market and then the things you find are brand new, never been worn, never been used. It happens a lot of times. A lot of things you find might have never been worn. So you know, if that is your style, fine, but if it's not your style, then maybe 15 is not for you. You guys, I found leggings for 100 naira. 100 naira. Now tell me, if I need to buy a pack of leggings from like ASOS or River Island, I won't be spending 100 bucks. So at the end of the day, thrifting is not for everybody. But if you want to save money and you can wear thrifted clothes, sometimes you don't need to buy new stuff. Apart from thrifted clothes, there are things like your baby's bicycle, or there are things people don't like to thrift. Things like mattresses, people don't like to thrift stuff like that. But I know that there are people who sell thrifted mattresses. So there's so much. Appliances, electrical appliances, kitchen items, plates, glasses, flower vases, a lot of things that you can thrift. So anything you know that you can't afford to buy brand new, you can actually thrift. I know there are a lot of, there are Facebook pages and there are Instagram pages that deal in thrifted items. There's a page I know called Thrift Furniture. I always go to their page and I always love the things that I see. Honestly, a lot of them sell items from people who want to move out of the country and then they just want to sell those things, so they have them on their pages. So there are a lot of Instagram stores that also sell thrifted items. It is such a good way to save money, honestly. So my second point will be to go to the source. If you have to go to a food market, you want to buy food stuff, there are markets where you can buy in bulk and save a lot of money. For example, if you live in Nigeria, there's Mile 12, there's Oyingbo. I know Oyingbo is known for like stockfish, dry fish, crayfish. Market women go there to buy stuff to sell. There's Ilepo, which is very close to me. When you go there, you find them offloading onions in trucks. And I know that going to markets like this can be very tedious, and it's usually a very dirty day. Just make up your mind, know that it's going to be a very dirty day, because these markets are usually very dirty. So whenever you're going there, just be very prepared. But if you know that you're going with the intention to save money, it's just a one-day thing. You go, buy stuff in bulk, come home, and you know, you'll be satisfied because you'll be able to see that you have saved money. My third tip will be to buy in groups. We used to buy cowhead. My husband likes cowhead and I don't understand why. I don't like it because it is very difficult to wash. It just has some very funny parts and you know, when you go to these markets, the butchers, they call this thing on wooden tables, and a lot of times these tables, the wood kind of chips, the wood breaks, so sometimes you have like broken pieces of wood and you have to take all of that out. So we can't afford to buy full head. He would share with a friend. There's a friend of his that always likes to buy head as well, so they'll buy it and then in the market they will divide it and then they wait for them. So I know people who live in compounds where they just come together and then they buy meat in bulk. They could buy like half a cow, or two people can buy like a full goat. We go to the market and then you can buy like a full cow leg, or you know, a certain cow or cow thigh, or just a particular part of a cow or something, or even onions, or even carton of fish or carton of chicken, and you guys can share it. So it's also a very good way to save a lot of money, because if you buy these things per kilo, you'll realize that you're saving more when you buy in bulk. Now another tip is to understand time and season. This is so important in Nigeria, where a lot of times prices just fluctuate based on the season. In November, onions was so expensive, and my onion man was telling me something. He said something like the onions were getting spoiled, or the weather was too hot, so because they were getting spoiled very easily, that's why they're more expensive. But I know that there's always a time and a season. There's always a period when tomatoes are so expensive, there's always a period when onions are so expensive, and then there's a period where they just become really cheap. Storage is always to be an issue. If you live in an area where there's no light, then you won't be able to buy tomatoes and pepper and blend and put in your freezer. But if you live in an area where you have light, or you have inverter, or you have a generator that carries your freezer, you can, you know, stock up on these things during the periods when they are very affordable, and you can blend and put in your freezer. You can buy onions and, you know, keep in a place that's very airy so that they don't get spoiled. That makes things really easy for you, so that during the periods when these things go up, you don't have to spend. Now, one of the things someone was telling me was that during the Christmas period, bags of rice are way more expensive in the east. Now, the price we buy bag of rice here, you can get for like 12, 13, 14,000. But I actually heard that in some places in the east, you can buy rice for as high as 21,000. So you're going to be making at least 10,000 naira on a bag of rice. Now just imagine you buying a bag of rice when rice was way cheaper, and then, you know, I don't know how long people can keep rice, but I can tell you that people actually do this. People do this as a business. Right now things will be expensive. Things like groundnut oil, the things that we used to cook like Christmas rice, jollof rice, fried rice, they'll become expensive, and I don't know, that's how it works in Nigeria. I don't know if they think, I don't think some of these things are expensive because of the manufacturing issues or production issues. Sometimes they're just expensive because people know that people are going to buy them this season. So because there's no regulatory body in Nigeria that actually works, a lot of times these things just go up for nothing, for just nothing. If you want to save money, buy things before the festive season. It's just the same way it happens with children's school bags and lunch bags. Once it gets to January, you guys, note, once it starts getting towards when children start going back to school bags, school shoes, socks, pants, vests in some markets will be so expensive because children are going back to school. This is what happens here in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries. So my last tip is to, you know, use not very conservative ways of saving money. I know now there are a lot of apps that you can use that deduct a certain amount of money, maybe from your salary, or when you want, you can put some money into the app and then they give you like a time limit, or you can, after 6 months you can withdraw, or after 1 year you can withdraw. You can also get colos or piggy banks, saving boxes, whatever you call them. I have this one from mycolo.ng. They sent me 2 colos. They sent me this yellow one and they also sent me a pink one. So I have the pink one in the girls' room, where I asked them to just put any money someone gives them. This is the Christmas season, so people will give children money when they go to parties, so we're going to be saving there. And what I love about this is that, number one, is that the hole is really small, so even when you want to save your money, you have to roll it up like you're trying to roll a blunt. You have to roll it up and then stuff it in here. And I'm telling you guys, I've saved with stuff like this before, those regular ones that carpenters make. And you know how when you save and then you're broke or you want money, you just bend it and then you just, you know, those ones usually have that slant thing here, so you just bend it and somehow the money will just peek through and then you just pull it out. But with this, it's very difficult. I don't know what they did. It's possible, but it's difficult. And another thing is that with this, you cannot, you won't want to break it. Like, look at how cute it is. It's normal wood, but then look at how cute, look at how they packaged it. That's why they say packaging is important. And you know, it's so nicely packaged. The pink one is so cute as well. So with this, you wouldn't want to break it. Like, why would you want to break this? You would want this to stay at least 1 year or 2 years. Save money that you can actually ignore. Save money that will not tempt you. If you know that 1,000 will tempt you, please don't save 1,000. Save to 200 naira, so that, you know, the thing about something like 1,000 naira, like, you might just want something, oh, 1,000 naira would do, you know, something for me. But if you save something like 200 naira, you're like, it's a small denomination, so it might not do much, so there's no point trying to get it out. Save money that, you know, will not be calling your name. When you see the safe, it's just calling your name. This is going to be difficult to break. I can't even imagine putting this down and then trying to use a hammer to break it. So when you get a safe as cute as this, you'd want it to stay for a while before you actually break it. I've done this before, so you can open like a bank that is not within your area, which is very possible. It depends on where you live. Some people live in areas that are so you know, congested with a lot of banks. I don't live in an area like that. There are many banks that are not close by at all. Some people open accounts like that, so they have like a main account, they transfer money to that account, and then they don't have ATM cards, so they can't withdraw money. And then, you know, when you're thinking of how to go all the way to a bank that's far away from you, you know that it has to be a serious issue. So that's the only reason why you would enter a car or enter public transport and then say you're going to withdraw money. So that's also a way you can save money if that works for you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave me comments. Let me know how you save money. Give us tips on how to save money, just anything that would help us. It's going to be 2019 very soon, so I'm sure a lot of us need help. People like me, I need a lot of help when it comes to saving money. So please, you guys should leave us comments below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.